You are going to lose all your money, and the worst part is, the market is going to make you think it's your fault. Every single consistently profitable trader you have ever looked up to has walked through exactly 7 psychological stages. Right now, as you watch this, you are trapped in one of them. And in exactly 4 minutes, I am going to show you why stage 4 is where 99% of retail traders permanently destroy their wealth. Across the US, the UK, and Canada, millions of people fund brokerage accounts every single week. They are chasing the ultimate freedom. No boss, no commute, just a laptop and the markets. But the market isn't a printing press. It is a mirror. It is designed to expose your deepest insecurities and charge you money for the lesson. Stop scrolling. Put the distraction away. If your account is currently in a drawdown, or if you keep taking 1 step forward and 3 steps back, the next few minutes of this audio will completely rewrite your psychological framework. I'm going to give you the exact mental shifts required to unlock the door to the next stage. It always starts the exact same way. Stage 1, the beginner's luck. You fund your first account. You don't really know what liquidity sweeps are. You don't understand market structure, but you see the XAU-USD pushing up on a Tuesday morning, so you hit buy. 10 minutes later, you are up $600. Your brain floods with dopamine. You do the math in your head. If I just make $600 a day, that's $12,000 a month. I'm going to quit my job by December. This is the most dangerous moment in your entire life, because the market just handed you a loaded weapon, and your ego told you it was a toy, which drags you violently, kicking and screaming, into stage 2, the great humbling. The beginner's luck evaporates. You size up because you think you have a feel for the market. And then a single CPI print or a random reversal during the New York session wipes out 3 weeks of your profits in exactly 12 seconds. You freeze. You don't cut the loss. You stare at the screen, paralyzed, praying it comes back, until your broker forcibly liquidates your account. If you have ever stared blankly at a screen after taking a massive, unnecessary loss, unable to comprehend what just happened, type "I survived it" in the comments right now. Don't be ashamed. Every single real trader has been there. But what you do next dictates your entire future, because after the blow-up, you enter the darkest phase of the journey, stages 3 and 4. The indicator matrix and the graveyard of strategies. This is where the retail industry traps you. Later in this documentary, I'm going to reveal the exact moment I realized my strategy wasn't broken, my mind was. I'm going to show you how to strip away the noise. But first, we need to talk about why you are desperately searching for a holy grail that doesn't exist. Stage 3, the indicator matrix. You've just taken your first massive loss. The pain is visceral. Your account is cut in half, and your ego is shattered. Human biology dictates that when we touch a hot stove, we do whatever it takes to never feel that burn again. So, you decide the problem wasn't your discipline. The problem was that you just didn't have enough information. You add an RSI. You tell yourself, I'll only buy when it's oversold. But then you take a loss on a fake out. So you need more protection. You add Bollinger Bands. But the market still catches you off guard during the London session. So you add a MACD. You add Fibonacci levels. You add moving averages. A 5-0 day. A 2-0 day. An exponential. You add order blocks, heat maps, and volume profiles. Look at your screen. You can't even see the price anymore. You are paralyzed by conflicting data. The RSI says buy, the MACD says sell, and the moving average says wait. You aren't analyzing data anymore. You're looking for a fortune teller to promise you that you won't get hurt again. But the market doesn't care about your feelings. It will run your stop loss whether you have 1 indicator or 50. To survive, you have to strip it all away. Which brings you to stage 4, the graveyard of strategies. You realize the indicators are lying to you, so you delete them. You decide to become a pure price action trader. but you have just entered the deadliest desert in the trading world. Let me tell you about a trader in Chicago. He spent 3 months backtesting a brilliant break and retest strategy on the XAU-USD. He had a spreadsheet proving it had a 60% win rate. Mathematically, it was a money printing machine. He funds a live account. Trade 1, loss. Trade 2, loss. Trade 3, break even. Trade 4, loss. On Friday afternoon, he abandons the strategy. He calls it garbage. On Monday, he switches to trading smart money concepts. 2 weeks later, he switches to supply and demand. He is bleeding capital to death by 1,000 paper cuts. What that trader didn't understand is basic probability. If you have a strategy that wins 60% of the time, that means it loses 40% of the time. Statistically, there is a 2.5% chance that you will experience 4 losses in a row, even with a highly profitable edge. Over the course of 100 trades, a 4-loss streak is virtually guaranteed. A losing streak does not mean your system is broken. It means you are experiencing statistical variance. But because your ego cannot handle taking 4 punches to the face, you throw away a winning system to go look for a perfect one. There is no perfect system. There is only execution. Stage 5 is the pivot. This is the turning point. This is the moment the ego shatters. If you survive stage 4 without blowing your entire net worth, you experience the pivot. You realize that trading is an exercise in probability, not prediction. You accept, at a biological level, that you have absolutely zero control over what the next candle does. In stages 1 through 4, every time you took a trade, you asked yourself, how much money can I make on this setup? In stage 5, your brain fundamentally rewires itself. You look at a chart, and the only question you ask is, where am I wrong, and how much will I lose if I am? You stop trying to make money, you start trying to protect capital. You realize that if you just stop doing the stupid things, if you stop revenge trading, if you stop widening your stop loss, the profit naturally takes care of itself. You are no longer a gambler. You are a risk manager. Now comes the void in stage 6. Welcome to the most surprising stage of all. The stage nobody on the internet wants to tell you about, because it doesn't sell courses. Profitable trading isn't exciting. It isn't Hollywood. It isn't driving a supercar while screaming at a laptop. Consistently profitable trading is incredibly, painfully boring. It is a factory job. You wake up, you identify your levels, you wait. The price doesn't hit your level, you don't trade, you wait. You wait for 3 hours, the price hits your level. You execute, you put your stop loss in, you put your take profit in, you close the laptop and walk away. You finally stop forcing trades just because you want to feel something. You stop using the US 30 as an entertainment vehicle. Look at the timestamp on this video. We have been here for a while. The tourists are gone. The gamblers have clicked off. Only the obsessives are left. If you are still watching, you are actively rewiring your prefrontal cortex for profitability right now. This is how you get to stage 7, the mastery. When you reach stage 7, taking a loss feels the exact same as taking a win. You have reached absolute emotional zero. You no longer tie your self-worth as a human being to whether a candlestick closed green or red. You trade for a living, but your life outside the charts is what actually matters. You now have the map. You know exactly what stage you are in, and you know the psychological price you have to pay to reach stage 7. The market is going to test you tomorrow morning. It's going to tempt you to break your rules, to move your stop loss, and to succumb to your ego. Do not let it. Protect your capital at all costs and survive long enough to see the other side. If this video shifted your perspective, subscribe to the channel. Drop a like so the algorithm knows you take your financial education seriously. Master your mind, execute your plan, and I will see you in the next one.